Today, we're going to cover some vocab that can be used to talk about the coronavirus. A lot of people are very worried and scared because of how fast the coronavirus is spreading, and it really is devastating and heartbreaking. A lot of English learners want to know relevant terms so that they can talk about their daily lives and improve their speaking skills. So today, I'm going to provide you with some terms that you can use while discussing the coronavirus. Our first term is viral infection. Viral infection. A viral infection is when you become sick from a virus. Viral literally means something that is caused by a virus. Infection means catching something. So when we catch a cold, we have become infected with that virus. For those of you who don't know the term virus, viruses are the teeny tiny organisms that make us sick. An example of using viral infection in a sentence is, last year I had a viral infection and could not go on vacation. Our second term is zoonotic disease. Zoonotic disease. A zoonotic disease is an illness that spreads between humans and animals. It's normally a disease that is caused from an illness that lived in an animal first, and then it spread to humans. An example of a zoonotic disease is salmonella. We get salmonella when we eat raw chicken. It can make us very sick. Salmonella is a zoonotic disease. An example of using zoonotic disease in a sentence is, the coronavirus is a zoonotic disease. Scientists believe that it began in bats and then humans caught it. Our third term is contagious. Contagious. If a disease is contagious, it means it can be spread from one person to another person with or without direct contact. When we say direct contact, what we mean is actually touching the other person, or touching their blood, or touching their spit. Not everyone who has a disease or an illness is contagious. For example, somebody who has diabetes or a heart condition will never spread that to you because those illnesses are not contagious. For a disease to be contagious, it means it can spread quickly from one person to another person, whether or not they touch. An example of using contagious in a sentence is, I cannot go to work today because I have a contagious cold. Our fourth term is outbreak. Outbreak. An outbreak is when there is an increase of people catching a specific disease. For it to be considered an outbreak, this increase has to happen in a specific area during a specific period of time. An outbreak can affect a small group of people in a localized area, or it can also affect thousands of people in a larger area. If, for example, a school notices that half their students have caught smallpox in 2 weeks, we would say that there is a smallpox outbreak in this school. An example of using outbreak in a sentence is, my children cannot attend school this week. There was a coronavirus outbreak in my town. Our fifth term is epidemic. Epidemic. An epidemic is when an infectious disease spreads very quickly through a large group of people in a short period of time. So an epidemic is when there's a large group of people who all catch the same illness in a very short period of time. Scientists say that an epidemic would happen in 2 weeks or less. If an illness spreads longer than that, it is not an epidemic. An example of using epidemic in a sentence is, I am worried that the coronavirus will become an epidemic soon. Our sixth term is quarantine. Quarantine. This is when a sick person has to be kept away from everyone else until they are better. A person who has a contagious illness or disease can infect many people and make them very sick. So we have to keep the sick person away until they are better so they do not infect others. An example of using quarantine in a sentence is, my aunt is very ill and is in quarantine. I hope I can visit her soon. Our seventh term is symptom. Symptom. A symptom is the evidence of a disease. This is what a person experiences when they're sick. A symptom can be physical, like a runny nose or an itch. A symptom can also be mental. So this can be depression or mood swings. An example of using symptom in a sentence is, some symptoms of the coronavirus is headache, runny nose, and fever. Our eighth term is vaccine. Vaccine. A vaccine is the treatment we receive so that our bodies can fight a specific disease. When we are young, we are vaccinated against some illnesses that children catch easily. So a vaccine is the medicine that we get to help our bodies learn how to fight a very specific illness. Once we receive this medicine, we are now vaccinated and we can never catch that disease. An example of using vaccine in a sentence is, I hope they discover a vaccine for the coronavirus very soon. And now we are going to use all the terms that we learned together. The coronavirus is a zoonotic disease. Humans caught it from bats. The coronavirus is a viral infection. We become infected with the virus. It is very contagious and people can catch it without touching. There has been an outbreak in mainland China. Many people are worried because the coronavirus symptoms are very similar to a normal cold. If you show symptoms of the coronavirus, you should quarantine. Stay home and be safe. Do not infect other people. I hope that the coronavirus does not become an epidemic. I hope they discover a cure and a vaccine very soon. Today, we covered 8 terms that you can use when speaking about the coronavirus. The first term is viral infection. Viral infection. Our second term is zoonotic disease. Zoonotic disease. Our third term is contagious. Contagious. Our fourth term is outbreak. Outbreak. Our fifth term is epidemic. Epidemic. Sixth term is quarantine. Quarantine. Our seventh term is symptom. Symptom. Our eighth term is vaccine. Vaccine. Our deepest condolences to those of you who have been affected by the coronavirus. We hope that you and your families are safe and well.